Oh, good. Alright, I'll start intros. Alright, welcome to Game 2 in this Microsoft Cisco battle, guys. We're here for the After Hours Gaming League. I am Rifkin, aka Riff Kings, and I'm here today with Penguin, my co-caster. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
And we'll get right into the intros, guys. Spawning here in the top right corner of the map, playing for Microsoft. It's going to be the red Protoss player, Luminescent.
And his opponent spawning in the bottom left, mirroring his race, it is another Protoss player, the blue player and captain of Cisco. It's going to be Gar.
Now, we had talked a little bit about the game prior to getting into the game, but PvP has dynamically evolved since Wings of Liberty. Transitioning into Heart of the Swarm, we've seen a lot of cool new strategies, a lot of cool new plays coming out of all the new stuff that's been introduced to the game. And I'm going to bring this up now, because I'll start gushing about it later. One of my favorite things I've seen in Heart of the Swarm so far as PvP goes was there's a player, he's kind of becoming well known on the scene. His name is A-Bomb. He also happens to be on Penguin's team, MYI My Insanity. And he's done some pretty cool tactics, but my favorite of all of them has to be the Proxy Nexus with a Mothership Core overcharge attached. And
we're getting lag here. Who is that? It's Bay.
But anyways, continuing my story. So basically, you know, we saw A-Bomb versus White Raw, and one of the coolest things he did was he placed a Proxy Nexus down outside of White Raw's base, overcharges it with a new Mothership Core, and uses it kind of as a big ranged forward turret.
This is actually something that we've seen. We saw Grubby try this as well. Grubby actually beat A-Bomb with that, to which A-Bomb was not very happy.
His own strategy turned around on him.
But the Photon Overcharge is actually a really, really powerful ally that the Protoss can have really at any stage of the game. And one of the things we've seen Seed do a couple of times is when he's really far ahead, he'll just get like a wall, like the Great Wall of China, but all of the wall is nexuses. So no matter where his opponent attacks him, he'll be able to use Photon Overcharge, which is something that's also kind of cool. I mean, that whole sort of dynamic adding to the game is quite cool. Alright, we have a pause. Alright.
That is the awkwardness known as live cast, guys. You get hiccups like this, but it's all good. This is like behind the scenes for the rest of the world. We're so used to seeing the replays where they're like, replays don't show the pause or the DC screen.
Oh, Rifkin. It's gonna be a cannon rush from Gar. And I was wondering if he was gonna do something cheeky with that pylon positioning initially, but this is gonna be a cannon rush. We only have one probe sent out at this point, but he's not continuing pro production here. He's going to be going... He doesn't even want to try to transition from this. This is... Oh god, he's getting the wall off complete. And no, it gets blocked by Luminescent.
Well, actually, you know, this could be a good thing, though, because this means Gar needs to, like, stop and start doing something real. I mean, okay, already he started off by cutting pro production like that. He has 4 workers behind. Essentially, guys, if you want to think of it in terms of anything else, let's pretend that Luminescent has killed 4 workers of Gar at this point. That puts him pretty far ahead and in a really nice position. But it looks like he's actually going to try this one more time, sending another probe across the map. And if he can get behind the mineral lines like that, so those who are maybe a little confused as to what Penguin and I were just about to get very excited about, if you look behind the mineral line of our red player, there are 2 positions, about in the middle, and on either left only the right side on this map, where you can put pylons and people cannot get to you. The minerals act as a beautiful wall off, and you can put a cannon behind this, and you've got 2 pylons powering it, and they're very hard, very difficult to take down with anything less than a zone. But looks like
I don't think Gar is going to go for the
I don't know. I think
cannon rush again. I think he's going to be scouting here. You know, he doesn't have his drone rally, his probe rally to go behind the mineral line. At this point, it's a little silly. There's a stalker being chronoed out, but he is forcing with this probe being there. Luminescent is forced to chrono boost out a stalker because he doesn't want any shenaniganry to happen here.
Yeah, behind the mineral lines, maybe trying to make it look like something was going to happen, but not quite.
Yeah, he's done a nice little job with this probe here. He's forced Luminescent to take a probe off mining. He's forced a chrono boost on that stalker. He will lose this probe, but it's been pretty good for him.
Yeah, meanwhile, let's take a look at home. Again, he's got a lot of chrono energy saved up, Penguin. I kind of wish he would use some of it. You not very often want to be setting at 100 energy on your Nexus.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to go for some sort of a 4-gate here. He is chronoing out a stalker instead of the warp gate, but...
Yeah, Gar, for playing from behind already, he kind of has to do something crazy, though.
I mean, he can really try one of 2 things. He can try to play standard, try to apply some pressure going into the mid-game, try to maybe take an expansion faster than Luminescent, and then try to contain him on one base. or he can go for some crazy all-in. I don't know what he's going to do. Generally, the energy on a Nexus is a good indicator, but he doesn't seem to be spending it on anything at the moment, so...
Ooh, Gar taking an unfavorable sort of hit and run here. Top of the ramp, not using the line of sight to his advantage. Luminescent does snipe off that Zealot, and I mean, losing one Zealot early doesn't seem like a lot, but it can make or break the fight.
Especially when we're talking Stalker versus Stalker here. Zealots are really important as those tanking units. I mean, if you get just sort of one Zealot or one Stalker more, you end up in such a better position here. Gar's getting a third gateway here, and he already has the Mothership Core out. So with Chrono Boost going down on the Cybernetics Core now, it looks like he wants to get Warp Gate out pretty quickly. Luminescent, on the other hand,
on the offense already.
Gate pressure here, going to be moving up. There's not enough energy for the Overcharge or Time Warp. He's going to lose the Mothership Core.
Oh no, I'd much rather lose the Stalkers than the Mothership Core, but... Oh man, Gar in a bit of trouble. Yeah, GG.